Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope your week is going well, but if not, hopefully it gets better starting right now. Who we have in the chat? We got It Is What It Is. Salute to you.
Iggy.
Biggie. Yes, TC. Good morning. Salute.
Morning.
Salute. We got Unkind Ravens fan. Salute. Showing love on both channels.
Appreciate
Biggie also showing love on both channels. Appreciate
Indeed.
you. Samuel Banks.
Morning.
Salute. Showing love on both channels. Rainmaker. Showing love on both channels.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that. Dr. Kush. Salute. Salute. Just Aloe showing love on both channels. Says, I keep waiting for this idiotic Lamar discourse to die down, but it's getting louder. That's, let me fix this here. There we go. I knew something looked off. Grand Rising to Terry Wood.
Morning.
Showing love on both channels. Stretch. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate it. Greg Carter. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate you, Greg. Nigerian Nightmare. Showing love on both channels.
Morning.
Yes. Protect your mental health at all times. Yes, that's a fact. Always. Neuropsych Sports. Good morning. Dance Fan. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
Day.
Yes, happy hump day. Hit that like button. Listen to Dance Fan. Slim showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
Morning.
Yes, Reg T. Salute.
Loaded.
Grand Rising. GR5072.
Morning.
Devin Janelle. Konnichiwa. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate you coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Pamela, good morning. Kurt Hurd, good morning. We got Michael Hawthorne says, good morning, gentlemen. I can see you around the corner. We're almost there. Oh,
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And Pamela showing love on both channels. Appreciate you, Pamela. Cam Dom's here. Good morning. We're just watching yesterday's video. Hey, that's what's up. Cool. We got some more questions today.
Facts.
And we're going to have some more tonight. We're going to have some fun tonight. Coach Hall, good morning.
What's up, Coach?
Says we're going to be as good as the Ray Lewis days. I hope so. Alfonso Richardson, salute.
Morning.
Tanja, good morning.
Hey.
Good to see you. Kurt showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Yolanda, good morning. Yes, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Let's see. Tanja says she's showing love on both channels. Appreciate you, Tanja. Appreciate you. Let's see. Praveen says Spain and Bears. I know.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know what happened to Mbappe. He disappeared, man. He disappeared. They say he showed up to Dallas looking like Dak Prescott. That's what somebody said. I was like, oh, it's true. It's true. Corey, good morning. Ellis, good morning.
What's up?
1954 Maine. Good morning. Yes. Boy Wonder. Good morning. The Giants hate watch can't come soon enough, especially if they get blown out. I hope we get a John Harbaugh phase 2. You know you will.
You know that's happening all game long.
Mm-hmm. He got them YouTube faces.
No, he don't. He got them thumbnail faces.
You won't believe what I found in my closet. Black Dave, good morning. But yeah, no, going back to what Just Aloe said, man, like, it's a Lamar Jackson market, especially when things are slow and there's really not much else to discuss. I mean, you can find things. There are things to discuss, but unfortunately, we don't have like a journalistic media anymore. You know what I mean? So to find real stories that are interesting and should bring they should be brought to your attention, they kind of gloss over that because the relationships that these networks have with these leagues now, like the Kawhi Leonard thing, doesn't get nearly enough coverage, right? Um, that owner in LA broke a major rule. He basically paid Kawhi Leonard under the table, right? Gave him this partnered him up with this company to give him an endorsement deal where he didn't have to endorse anything, didn't have to show up to anything. And that company was a scam company. The owners of that company are in prison now. All right. And now, because Pablo Torre, one person, Pablo Torre did an investigative report, multiple reports on it. The league was forced to react to it, and not Kawhi Leonard's he was trying to get traded, or they're trying to trade him to Toronto, but now because they have to investigate it and there could be some repercussions of that, Toronto put that on hold. Yep. So that's a whole thing that they could be looking into, but they choose not to report on it. Yeah. There's a few things that they could be talking about. Facts. Steelmatic, what's good?
What's up?
Yes. So Lamar Jackson ranked 67th. The suckiest. Okay. Where's Aaron ranked?
Wrong. It's not ranked 67th. Wrong again.
I know.
But it's all good.
Where's Aaron ranked?
When is the last time a Steelers QB was ranked?
Oh. And I have a question for you, Steelmatic. Is she real?
She is not.
He's number one in her heart.
Facts.
Is she real, Steelmatic? Okay. We are not going to let this go. We are not going to forget. Just
Ever.
Answer the question. I just want to know. White shaving
again. If she were real.
We just wanted to know. When are we going to see Brittany, his black wife?
Right.
According to him.
No last name.
No last name.
Like Madonna. Brittany.
Yeah. No, Rogers. Mrs. Rogers. It's right there. Yeah.
Miss Rogers, is she nasty? Okay.
Yeah. What a liar. That's another story that they could be covered too, right? They could be getting to the bottom. There's so many things you could cover. There's so many other things you could cover. Like, let's do Lamar Jackson.
That's gonna get some clicks easily, and we got to talk about nothing. Shout out to Dr. Kush for the super chat.
Yeah, the ESPN segment was also super crazy. Who's starting job is up for grabs. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I watched it either.
I don't watch basically any network TV really. I see clips when things get brought up, but yeah. Let's see. Both NFL and NBA must hate Pablo Torre. When he first did that story on Kawhi Leonard, because it feels like it's been forever now when he first reported on it. I would have loved to like just been a fly on the wall when the league called ESPN thinking he still worked there. You know what I'm saying? Because he still goes on there every now and then, like he does like little guest appearances, but he doesn't work for ESPN, right? He works for Dan Le Batard's network, Meadowlark, and I know they didn't realize that, and I would have loved to have heard that conversation when they call ESPN and be like, "Yo, tell your boy Pablo to chill." You know what I'm saying? Because that's what these leagues do.
Yeah.
They make a call and be like, "Yo, silence your reporter," and they're like, "Yeah, Pablo don't work here," and they're like, "Damn it, damn it, yo!" Like he is everywhere exposing us.
Thanks. You skipped the super chat.
Oh, I skipped the super chat. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Dr. Kush, appreciate that. Says Colin Cowherd and his antics about Lamar Jackson for likes and clicks. Yeah. I will say this about Colin Cowherd. He will admit that. Like I don't like Colin Cowherd, but
Yeah,
Colin Cowherd would tell you, I do this for clicks.
the engagement.
This is why I do it for, right? Like this stuff, this stuff isn't serious to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Same thing with Nick Wright. Nick Wright does his whole anti Lamar thing for it's just an act.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think those are those are the ones that make it a little bit more obvious. You know what I mean? Like it's more fun. It's more fun in games for them.
Right.
You know, and it's whatever. I don't like it, but that doesn't bother me as much. You know.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, because he and Nick Wright, they're the same ones that if the Lamar slander gets too tough, they'll go defend him. So it's
Yeah,
like,
they will. Yeah,
which
yeah,
side of the fence are you on? Like, you don't like him, you don't think he's a great quarterback, you do like him, you think he's one of the best. Because Colin was one of the ones that came out and was like, I was wrong about him. Like, I thought he was
yeah.
going to be a bust. He's actually probably the best quarterback of a generation, sans Patrick Mahomes. But then to come out and say, oh yeah, I trust Bo Nix more than I trust Lamar Jackson. Come on, guy. Come on,
Okay,
guy.
sure.
Do you really? Do you really? Because I didn't see Bo Nix in that championship game. I didn't trust him to play because he didn't make it. He was
Mm.
injured.
There you go.
But here we
There
are.
you go. ESPN said that both Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts starting jobs are on the line. Of course, they had to be the black quarterbacks.
Of course. And
So,
even with
so
Jalen Hurts, who's gonna take his job?
right, right. Who's the backup over there? I don't even know. I don't
Yeah,
even know. Lamar gonna lose his job to who?
Kenny
What's up?
Pickett.
No, that's not Kenny Pickett. Skylar Thompson. Is that who?
No,
Who?
that's ours.
What I'm saying, like he said, Lamar's job's on the line
Oh,
too.
Lamar
Who's gonna
too.
lose his
Oh
job
yeah,
to?
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, they've been doing that Tyler Huntley nonsense for
Skills.
years. You
Yes,
remember in his first contract negotiation, they're like, oh, we
okay.
don't need Lamar, we got Tyler Huntley. Remember that?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he actually runs the offense better.
People actually believe that around here too. I used to talk to
Mm-hmm.
people like, yo, for real, we got Tyler Huntley. I'm like, okay, all right. So you don't know football. I don't need to talk to you.
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's his backup. What?
Andy Dalton. Oh, he's still collecting checks. Andy
Yo,
Dalton is terrible. He was Bryce Young's backup last year. Let me tell you how bad Andy Dalton is. Let me tell you
yeah.
how bad Andy Dalton is. Watched him in a preseason game. He fell down trying to throw a screen. He just fell down, right? It got up and just threw the ball away and just laughed at it, right? And I told you, I said, you need to get rid of him now because he don't care anymore,
Mm-hmm.
right? He doesn't care. And Bryce Young was out for one game. They were playing Buffalo. They were playing Buffalo that week.
Mm-hmm.
He looked so bad. They got
Terrible.
destroyed. And
Yeah.
I was like, bro, cut him and bring like they got this guy Perkins, Bryce Perkins
Mm-hmm.
came from I think he came from like the UFL. I was like, man, call him up. I think he was on the practice squad. But call
Right.
him up. Get Andy off this team now. And they traded Dalton. I don't think he was a cut. I think they traded him to the Eagles for a low pick.
Possibly.
Man, if you ever see Andy Dalton in the game, your game is lost.
Right.
He's awful. Slim, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says Debo and Joe podcast put it on the what have you done for me lately because he wasn't his normal self last season. But everybody avoids talking about that horrible O-line. Yeah, I mean, okay, they do that, but they don't do that for every quarterback, right? They don't do that for everybody. It's always about Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was Pat Mahomes on it?
His job ain't on the line. And he's not been Pat Mahomes for a while now. And Lamar, up until week 4, led the league in touchdown passes, touchdown percentage, interception percentage. He was leading the league until we played the Lions and they beat him down. That's when everything went off the rails. But nobody wants to talk about how he was the number 1 quarterback in the league the first 4 weeks of the season until injuries set in. Then when he came back, we got some play here and there. And even in the last game of the season, he led us on 2 drives to take us to the playoffs. but he's not clutch. He's not one of the better quarterbacks. So what has he done for us lately? He tried to take us to the playoffs, but the defense let us down. So they can talk all that much because Pat Mahomes, last time I saw him, he was laying on the ground.
Yeah, how about that? Does Colin still believe Lamar's arm looks like the football? That wasn't Colin. That was like who was that? I don't that wasn't Colin. It was like a radio host or somebody. Yeah, I remember that. We were trying to say like, oh, Lamarcus way up there because the ball blends in with his skin or something. Yeah. Listen, man, people Patriots can't be good. He just can't be good, right? They can't be that. Boy Wonder says Cowherd said he sold his stock on Lamar. Okay, fair enough. When do you sell the stock on Justin Herbert? You know. He never bought stock in Justin Herbert. He never bought stock in anybody else, and he didn't sell stock on Lamar. Like they are all heavily invested in Lamar, which is why Lamar's name keeps getting brought up.
All right, I have a question.
Yeah, when you gonna sell? When you gonna sell it on Josh Allen?
I was just about to say, if we're doing the what have you done for me lately, in Josh's last game, 4 turnovers. Lost the game for his team, but yet and still they're talking about he's the number one player, the number one quarterback in the NFL. So we can't do the what have you done for me lately for some and then not for everybody else.
I mean, to be fair, 4 turnovers is a lot. So he did do a lot, just not in a good way. I remember that fumble he had right before the halftime. And I was looking at him like, what?
And that was the difference in the game.
I was like, what?
Oh, and Tim Ryan.
Yeah. Who? Tim Ryan.
Yeah, a radio 49ers radio guy.
Oh, okay. Tone the Virgo, salute. Says Mahomes had his worst season last year before he went down with injury. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Doesn't get talked. How does Pat Mahomes not get talked about one way or the other? He is the best quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He is this generation's Tom Brady. They don't talk about him. Don't talk about him. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And I like how those that clown, I ain't gonna say his name, but that clown over there at Speakeasy was talking about how much help does Lamar need. But when we talk about Patrick Mahomes and the last 4 seasons, his statistics declining, what have they been saying? He needs wide receivers. He doesn't have the wide receiver help he used to have. Travis Kelce's getting old. They need a replacement. Why is it these other quarterbacks need help, but Lamar is always supposed to do it by himself? Lamar's supposed to go out there and throw the ball to himself, catch the ball, make his receivers better. If Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL, why is he not making his receivers better? Why is his yards per pass going down? Why is his touchdowns and yardage going down? If he's the best, why isn't he held to the same standard? Lamar was the 32nd pick in the draft. They didn't expect him to be a quarterback in the NFL. So why are you holding him at a standard above every other quarterback in this league?
Facts. Do we play the Chiefs this year? Of course, as soon as we get rid of John Harbaugh, they take the Chiefs off the schedule, right? Like right. Andy Reid owns John Harbaugh. That's why we had those trouble. Like, because it's always Lamar can't beat the Chiefs. No, John Harbaugh can't beat the Chiefs. He can't beat the Chiefs. If we were playing the Chiefs this year, guess what would happen? Jesse Minton knows how to beat the Chiefs.
Jesse Minton knows how to beat them. John Harbaugh does not. Listen, Andy Reid. I think all throughout Andy Reid's coaching tree, like when it comes to the playoffs, I think none of his disciples have ever beaten him in the playoffs.
What?
None of them have. And John Harbaugh, I think, is like 0 for 4 himself or something. John Harbaugh has the most losses, hands down.
Yeah. Been time to go.
Hey,
Afia.
Good morning.
Good morning. See you on Addict. Salute.
What's good, brother? Oh, he's the color commentator for the 49ers.
Oh, okay. A Armstrong, salute, says, are there a 4-win team without Lamar? They're a 4-win team without Lamar. Harbaugh was a terrible coach. He cost us multiple trips to the Super Bowl. We got outcoached every playoff appearance. Everyone.
It's amazing how you and I used to get pushback from people talking about why would we fire John Harbaugh? Like, who we gonna get as a head coach? We were favored in every playoff game that we lost every year. We were the favorite each and every game, and we lost every time. And that has to do with coaching because you've had different personnel, you've had different assistant coaches. That tells you what kind of head coach he is. And the Giants, bless him, y'all keep him. But yeah, he wasn't. He
We
was
made
not that dude
we made no adjustments whatsoever.
ever.
You know, and speaking of like the last playoff appearance Lamar was in, you remember what happened? Somebody dropped the ball. Okay, that's how the game ended. Somebody dropped the ball right there. That was just it was just a little easy little toss to him. Dropped the ball, and there wasn't any talk of Lamar needs more reliable weapons.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Right.
like it. That game was Lamar's fault. I remember talking to people around here, and they're like, "Oh, it's those he can't, those turnovers. Those turnovers in the first half is why we lost the game. Not the fumble and the drop pass from Andrews in the second half. Those had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Nope, it's all Lamar, which is why I keep saying, miss me with needing more edge rushers and all the other stuff, because at the end of the day, there's only one person you're going to put the blame on if you don't win. That's Lamar. Right? What did defense do in that game? I didn't see him get a turnover. I didn't see him make a stop.
They did not. They gave up a cool fourth down that helped them tie the game in the beginning. They did that. They let Josh Allen run all over him. Like, they did a lot of things that they've done in a lot of playoffs. Like, great defense, regular season. They talk about Lamar, regular season, postseason. Great defense, regular season. Postseason comes, they don't create any turnovers. They don't do anything. And with the Mark Andrews situation, they love kind of skirting the blame from him to Lamar, even though with that fumble, I think the fumble was bigger than the 2-point conversion. Because with the fumble, we were going to either take the lead,
yes,
tie the game or something. We were going to take the lead because we had all the momentum at that time, and they couldn't stop us. And Mark Andrews, for some reason, thinking he's a 5'9" wide receiver, want to go dance with the ball hanging out, and he gets it knocked out. And then last season was supposed to be his redemption year. He did diddly squat, and now they're still
something. He did that, like I've never seen him try to do anything like that.
Bruh,
Never. Why are you trying now?
Yeah. At that time, bro.
We got another super chat. Dr. Kush, appreciate it. Says his name is Colin Coward. Not Cowherd. Sorry, Kush. Sorry. Yes, Coward.
Be a man.
Colin Coward. I'm not the biggest fan of him. He says a couple of things that are a little, they're racially questionable at times, and look, the funniest story I have about him that I'll always remember is he was talking about Robinson Cano. Is that his name? Robinson Cano or Cano? The baseball player, Robinson Cano. Because he has signed with Jay-Z's Rock Nation, as his representative. And of course, Jay-Z, he's a rapper, and rappers can't be agents, right. And he was on this whole thing about like, it's gonna be the worst mistake he made, and you can't you don't go to Jay-Z to do your deals. You need to get a real agent and this and that. And he was saying this on air, and live on air, the news broke that Robinson Cano had the biggest contract ever at the time.
Right.
He had to read it.
Good.
I was like, right.
Yeah.
Buckle Beasley, thank you for a super chat. Says, sorry for my absence, but Lamar as an individual has been the best QB for the last 3 years. Facts. And good to see you, Bucko. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Yeah, everybody knows that. That's why this whole ranking thing. I talked to B about it yesterday, and he was just like, "Well, it's supposed to be, a year-to-year thing." I was like, "No, that's not. There's no rule that say like, based off the stats for the last year. It's just how players feel about certain players. And if that's the case, why haven't we seen Mahomes yet? Why haven't we seen Joe Burrow yet?
Right.
Or unless it is not on the list.
Well, Joe Burrow better not be on that list because he missed many a game.
Many games.
He was out from what week 3 to week 11, I believe. So he missed
Yeah,
about
he missed
8
a lot of
games. He
time.
missed about half the season. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Nightmare Kilo says people really believe the Bengals will win the Super Bowl now because they finally got a couple of decent defensive players. They did, and Dexter Lawrence is nice. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want to write that off. Like they do have a couple of players, but they say that. But if they don't live up to the hype, they won't talk about them. That's my whole issue, right? Nobody has this burden to win more than Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Like Joe Burrow doesn't have any pressure. Like he got to the Super Bowl. He got to the Super Bowl early on. There's no pressure to get back. You just got to get there once, and that's it.
And not win it. Yeah.
Yeah. TC, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Says Jason Whitlock did an episode on Lamar being humbled by his peers. I don't, TC. We don't even like mention that clown's name. Like he's just one step below Stephen A. Smith. Okay.
They fight for that title quite often.
They do. They go back and forth.
KC King Coon, like they. This is my title this year. I'm gonna be the biggest.
Where's Kyle Hamilton in the Bills playoff game? Facts.
Same place he's been in any playoff game.
Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, and no.
Matt
like,
BK.
Yeah. Where were our guys that are supposed to be playmakers? Where were they?
Mm-hmm.
That's the time. Like we didn't. First of all, they didn't play good defense. And the Bills got 3 turnovers in that game.
Mm-hmm.
3 turnovers. Why can't we get turnovers? Right. Why can't our defense ever get turnovers? That's going to be the key thing going to anything. It's not how's Lamar going to play in the playoffs. Lamar plays fine. Right. Like the playoffs is different. It's harder. The teams are better. They know you a little bit better. They're going to make it harder on quarterbacks. What quarterback has great stats in the playoffs? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them just all right. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah. Even when the Rams were to the Super Bowl, Matt Stafford tried to throw that game versus the 49ers. Like he wasn't always playing his best football. Everybody has up and down games. And if you look at Lamar's career, each and every season, he's gotten better each playoff run. It's just unfortunate that we overlook, like you said, we allocate all of these resources to the defense. But yet still, when the game's on the line, when we don't win, it's always Lamar's fault. But when you play the cream of the crop, when you play the best teams in the NFL, which most of them have some of the best defensive coordinators, you have to look at offensive line. And our offensive line in any one of those playoff runs, sans maybe 2019, has not held up well at all. But Lamar is supposed to just take everything, put it on his shoulders without a run game, without pass blocking, without run blocking, and a defense not creating turnovers. This man has been in the league for 8 years. This man has never played a playoff game where he started in enemy territory. He's had to go at least 80 yards every time he stepped on the field. What quarterback has done that? Who had to do that? Joey Burden had to do that because the defense, even though they were not that good, came up big versus Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Like every defense has done something outside of this outstanding Ravens defense with this supposed defensive player of the year. We had Mike McDonald. The defense was number 1 across the board. But when we get to the playoffs, we see a different version of this team. But it's always Lamar and his playoff record. It's never John Harbaugh and his playoff record. It's never the Baltimore Ravens and their playoff record. It's always, what did Lamar do wrong? How come he did those 2 first half turnovers? Oh, that doomed us. But yet still, he put us in position twice to win the game. Mark Andrews both times let this team down, but we still will pump Mark Andrews up like he's a top 10 tight end. And y'all want to talk about 1,000-yard season? Talk about he's top 3, not 3? Get out of here.
Hey, Hendo's cooking. Bucko Beezy, appreciate the super chat. Says I pay to watch Hendo in a boxing match versus Nick Wright and Jose versus Cowherd. Those won't be matches.
They don't want that.
And I don't even stay in shape as much as I should. Trust me. Nick Wright is, first of all, Nick Wright is not a fighter. Okay,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to fight Nick Wright. Like he
Right.
seems like a likable person, in general. You know, Kyle Hurd, I wouldn't mind throwing a little jab. You know what I'm saying? Little jab.
Right.
Those guys aren't fighters. Those guys aren't fighters. Okay. I'm not a fighter either, but you know, those two I feel pretty confident about. Okay, but
Me
I
neither.
wouldn't do it.
I don't
I
fight.
wouldn't.
I'm a grandfather.
There you go. There you go. Tone the Virgo. Thank you for the super chat, man. Okay, we get some
Appreciate you.
super chat love today. Appreciate
Right.
that.
Appreciate
So
y'all.
Josh Allen's best chance to make a Super Bowl was last season. Uh, Facts. None of the usual suspects in his way, but there's people that will make excuses for him. That doesn't get talked about enough, Tone. Yes, the path was clear for him. There's really no excuse. Like losing to Denver, yeah, Denver a good defense, yeah. Not supposed to matter. You're supposed to make it there. You're supposed to make it there. You're supposed to, I mean, not Kenyon Drake. Drake May.
Drake May, Bo Nix.
That was in your way, and you didn't make it. And you didn't make it because of you. It wasn't like you didn't get hurt. The team didn't do anything disastrous. You didn't get them there. That's crazy. It doesn't get talked about.
And that turnover, listen, that turnover for me, end of the half, like even if you just took the sack, went down, whatever, cool. Y'all would have went to overtime. You may have won the game. But for me, it was such a boneheaded play that they keep dismissing. Now, before when he was throwing interceptions, it was, the arm punt. That was so smart of him to get the ball down to the 5-yard line. But this was a stupid play. Had Lamar done these things, they would have been talking about how he's not an intelligent quarterback, how he folds under pressure. But time and time again, we see Josh Allen in critical situations mess up. Does he have wonderful playoff stats? Yes, he does. How many Super Bowl appearances does he have? 0. But yet and still, it doesn't get talked about his playoff record, that he does most of his damage in the wild card round. When he's not in the wild card round, he doesn't win. But they don't talk about these things because he's Josh Allen. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. He's the number one player. Like, it's crazy. And right now, I'm just so numb to the fact that all this Lamar talk. I just can't wait for the season because I know Jesse and Declan are seeing these things, and they're going to help Lamar, unlike John Harbaugh, reach this goal. They're going to be like, oh, this is what you think about my quarterback? I'm going to show y'all. And they're going to build a game plan around making Lamar the best version of Lamar that we've ever seen. Because the last 2 years, when Lamar was ranked this low in the top 100, he went on to win the MVP the very next season. So, hey, run it back.
Yeah. Tori, says, my good brothers. People think
Appreciate
it's
you.
just the players who vote in the top 100, and it's not. The media does too. That's why. See, like that's the other thing I was telling B2. I was like, okay, they advertise it as the players, right? The players is a players list, but the media has to have their hand in it as well. Like they might say it's for the players, but they're gonna change the board up a little bit too for this very reason, so people will talk about it.
Right. Yeah, and it's pretty stupid though, because like they don't. It's not like you get a list and you vote on the top 100. You rank your 20 best players, and they make the list from 20 players. So if you're sitting there, and you forget to write somebody's name in, you just did 20 players, and you do the average of that. It's stupid.
Which player doesn't have Lamar in their top 20?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says, like addicts, every time the media tries to generate engagement by criticizing Lamar, the takes have to get more and more outlandish to get the same numbers. Facts. That's what it is, right? Because you keep chasing that high. Yeah, that's what you're saying. You keep chasing that high.
Yeah,
that
Lamar can't throw. It just don't hit. It don't hit the same no more.
Yeah. So now you gotta say, is he going to get replaced? Could he be cut?
Is this his last season in Baltimore?
Right. Is Lamar really an alien? It has to get more and more ridiculous to get you to click on it because it doesn't hit the same way it did the first time, and they keep looking for that. And instead of just look, not everything has to be a hit, right? Report what you see. If it's slow out there, talk about something else. We talked about Kawhi Leonard in the situation in LA with the Clippers earlier on. That should be a huge story. There's all kinds of gambling scandals. The NBA, has you got Malik Beasley, about to go on trial for that. Like, you hear about that? Sure don't.
Right.
You know why? Because they're all in bed with these gambling sites and casinos and all that. So they just want that story to quietly go away. Those should be dominating your headlines, not is Lamar in trouble losing his starting job to who?
Thanks.
How is that? That's a stupid question.
Right.
They say there are no dumb questions. No, that's a stupid question.
Dumb question. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts in trouble. He's in danger of losing his job to Andy Dalton. Stupid question.
Super Bowl MVP, 55-year-old flamer. Like, you know what I mean? And then you got the World Cup. You got the World Cup going on. France just lost. Like, it's so many interesting stories and so many takes that you could make. But yet still, we divert back to Lamar in a time where there's a lot going on, especially if you do stuff outside of just one specific sport. You have so many things to talk about, but they don't want to do it. Like LeBron James, where is he going? Like, you could spend so many narratives, but they just say, hey, you know what? Let's go with what works. We know this is going to get clicks. We know this is going to get views. Like, my thing is, where's my second favorite player, LeBron James Jr., going to go? Is Bronny going to stay with the Lakers? That's the LeBron James that I like.
Yeah. Kwame, what's good, man? Says Zach Orr is a criminal.
No, he's not. He's an accessory. John Harbaugh's a criminal.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. LeBron James, like they're riding that train for a long time, but he's 42 now, so it's just like we got to cling on to somebody else. Orange Bird says, good morning, Jose and Hendo. It's early, just got a chance to slide in. Hey, appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate you.
Good to see you.
I do that
IRMH. When has Lamar ever lost a game? He's made some mistakes, but never lost a game. Facts.
All right.
Facts. Nobody ever steps up. Nobody's ever asked to step up in the playoffs except Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
He supposedly has all this weapons around him. He's got look at all the plays he's got on defense. When have they ever made a play in the playoffs? Never. Queen, good to see you.
Hey,
says morning. The Lamar narratives are so played out. They continue because he is the best QB in the NFL currently, better than Pat and Josh, and everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And he's uncontrollable, so they can't make him the face of the league because Lamar does what Lamar wants to do. Like, if they make him the face of the NFL and there's a special event going on and they want him to appear, he might be like, nah, I'm not going.
Yeah. Okay, we got some super chats here. Let's read these super chats. Kobe, appreciate that. Says Mark cost the Ravens the game twice against the Bills. Yes.
How
about that? And a center that got Lamar out the game. We don't want to talk about that. Why we have no center currently? How is it the things that keep us from winning we don't address? How is it the things that keep us from winning we don't address?
All right.
Bucko Beezy, thank you for the super chat. Now I'm getting mad because I'm just like, everything that's cost us these games, we don't even. Okay, you love Mark Andrews, you value behind Mark Andrews, but you're not even going to look for an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? You're not even going to look around. You're just going to give him a contract and say, we have so much faith in you. Just come on right back. You come back. You didn't come back with a vengeance, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't look good, but let's just give you another contract. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bucko Beezy says Baltimore versus Houston AFC Championship and Baltimore versus Rams in Super Bowl this season. Lamar will throw for 57 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. League and Super Bowl MVP. Okay, I like it.
And if he does that, if he plays the Texans in the championship game and then plays the Rams, he will possibly go up against the 2 best defenses in the NFL back to back. And if he wins the Super Bowl off of that, they can't say nothing.
Let me tell you something, man. I watched Houston play. I didn't even think about it until I saw
Aaron Rodgers get beat up.
uh
Oh,
no. Well, yes. Where is that picture? I thought I used to have a picture of that. He's nose all bloody. He's like, um, no, it was a podcast. Um, Howie Long's son, um,
Chris Long.
Chris Long, and he was talking about how violent the Texans are on defense. All right. And I was like, all right, I need next time they come on, I need to watch some of their games. And I caught a couple of their games, man. And I'm like, these guys are playing the way we're supposed to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he described them was accurate. They are a violent football team, right? Like on defense. They are going to hit you. They are going to knock that ball out your hands. They're going to get interceptions. Like they are a tough team on defense. And that's what I'm hoping Anthony Weaver brings, right? Like we know Justin Mitchell got the schemes and everything, but Anthony Weaver brings that violent mentality, right? So I'm hoping that's how we play this year.
And you just brought up some more trauma because now I'm starting to get mad because this takes me back a few years ago, and we talk about Eric DeCosta, and whether you like him, you love him, you think he's a great GM, and you don't. It's moments and situations that I have an issue with him where he does things, but he never does what's best or goes for the best. Because yes, we brought in Trey Hendrickson, 32 during the season. Hopefully he can give us something. But there was an opportunity and a time when the Ravens could have given up a third, maybe a second for Danielle Hunter. When the Vikings were shipping him, and he was a young pass rusher that was getting it done and still had years left. And Eric DeCosta was like, he's one of the best. I don't want him. We'll wait for somebody a little bit older. We could have had Danielle Hunter on these teams, and I guarantee you, we wouldn't have had 30 sacks last season. We wouldn't have been one of the worst pass rushers in the NFL with Danielle Hunter here. But yet still, we let him go and decided let's go in another direction. So, yeah.
No. All right. Look, there's 160 people in here. Salute to y'all. 160 people. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, hit that subscribe button. We do have to end it a little earlier today. I gotta make an attempt to get to work on time today. But if you haven't already, go to LBHTShow.com. We got the Pick'em League up. A lot of you signed up already. There's a few. I mean, there's unlimited slots, so don't feel compelled like if you're missing out. But the first 75 people to sign up get a founding members badge. Okay, we have a whole badge system for different achievements throughout the season, right? But this is an early one for people that sign up early, and really appreciate that support. But go over lbhtshow.com, click on the member dashboard, or just type in members.lbhtshow.com. It'll take you right there. Sign up. It's free. We're going to have fun. You get to play against the experts. Okay. Us, B, Coach will be there. I think Sutton signed up. Chris Just Joking from Deep Cover Podcast. A bunch of people are going to be signed up. A bunch of people already signed up. We'll just be making weekly picks and we'll be scoring it. And we have a whole leaderboard and everything. So check it out. Okay. Oh, we got a few super chats here. See, they know. They know. Like they know when they it must be something on my face that says I can't play around today. I gotta be out on time. They're like, where you going? Here's the money. Hold up, before we get to any super chats, we got an announcement. Tracy is here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Appreciate you.
Slims, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Says they stay pissed off because they don't have an end to Lamar's camp. Bingo. Bingo. Lamar's his own agent, so they make stuff up. That's the only way to get a story. And that's what it is. They make things up and they hope he responds to it. And then hopefully that sparks a hey, we'll talk to us and let us know what's going on, Right. But Lamar just doesn't address it,
That's why I love my quarterback, bro. He is so unfazed. They'll say whatever. He'll just be like,
yeah, all right. Believe what you want to believe. I'm just locked in. Just locked in. Bucko Beasley, appreciate the super chat.
Yeah.
Weaver kept Dolphins in many games despite Tua.
And
Facts.
injuries. And the injuries. Bradley Chubb stayed injured.
And they want to talk about how his defense fell off a cliff later on after they did a fire sale and they got rid of everybody. But
facts.
They were trying to be bad.
Intentionally, yeah.
Yeah.
And he still did his thing.
Don't get me started on EDC. TC, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. It says, in my opinion, they don't like Jalen Hurts because he gives off no nonsense vibes, and his agent is a sister. Facts. He wasn't supposed to be this good. Facts.
That's why they got him in a second.
Mm-hmm. And this whole, and they were trying to start this drama this offseason, like, oh well, like his attitude with the team, like, I forget exactly what it was, but like he's supposed to, he's supposed to have, supposed to be hard to work with, or have this attitude where he might be the problem why they're losing and all this stuff, right? And I'm like, you're trying to spin this narrative on Jalen Hurts, but why didn't y'all have that with I forget his name now, the other quarterback that they had that they got number 1 overall, number 2 overall,
Carson Wentz.
How come they didn't have the story when Carson Wentz was there, right? Because Carson Wentz was actually that type of quarterback.
Yep.
That's why Doug Peterson quit. That's why he got traded to the Colts. He got traded to the Colts for, I believe, for a first round pick, and then they got rid of him the next year. That's why he ended up in Washington, and Ron Rivera told everybody he was a problem. People forgot that, right? We joke about that all the time. We hear it say quarterback, right? It's a quote from Ron Rivera because they were going through a little losing streak, and they're asking Ron Rivera, like, what's one of the issues that needs to be fixed. He's like, quarterback.
The quarterback. He tried to hide it. Quarterback.
He tried to walk it back. He tried to walk it back, but he looked at it and I just like, quarterback. And the reporter's like, okay, right? Because he's a problem. Like everybody knows he's hard to work with, right? He had talent, but he was hard to work with. But you never heard any story. You never heard any story about Carson Wentz. Why? Number 2 overall pick. He just he had MVP. He had an MVP type season until he got hurt. That year they went to the Super Bowl. But never any negative story about him.
Right. And there have been reports from multiple teams, multiple locker rooms. He is an issue. They say he's humbled himself when he went to Kansas City, but outside of that, they have confirmed this. Nobody likes this guy in the locker room. But yet and still, mom's the word. But you have Jalen Hurts, who won a Super Bowl. Now, when guys left the team, how come when guys left the team, they was like, yeah, I had to get away from them Eagles. Jalen Hurts is an issue. None of them had anything to say about it. Now all of a sudden, he's a problem. That man just keeps to himself. He doesn't play the most exciting brand of football. I give them that. But he's a winner. And they don't like that because they can't control it.
Exactly. Kobe, thank you for the super chat, says, tell DOD the Rams weeks away from having a nuke. Yes. Investigate them. Investigate them. Oh, we got some more super chats. Ty, what's good?
Appreciate it.
Says, yo, sorry I'm late. Glad I'm on time. That's right.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
On time at the end just to keep us here. I appreciate it. Oh, Tracy, thank you for the super chat. Says, thank you guys for the wonderful content. Thank you, Tracy. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, a couple more, and I literally told Hendo before we start, I was like, all right, we gotta make it 45 minutes. We gotta make it 45 minutes today. World Class says mainstream media refuses to address the horrible O-line, the DC and the defense. It's just Lamar don't have it anymore. No, y'all MFers just don't want him to have it anymore. Yeah, they want him to have it, but they always want something to talk about. Right. They always want to be the antagonist to get you guys to click. Right.
What's up, Flex?
Jose ain't never getting to work. No, I'll be there. I gotta head right out. I gotta head right out. I'm ready to go. As soon as I'm always ready to go. As soon as we get out of here, I just change my shirt, get my shoes, get my stuff, and I'm gone. I'm gone. All right. So we didn't get to any of the questions today.
None of them.
We will address a couple of these tonight, but we will put this one up, and we'll leave the others for next week. Okay, but
Next one.
We'll do this one. Which rookie has to earn a starting job? Which rookie has to earn a starting job? We have 12 of them. Okay, right. So
appreciate that one, bro. Yeah.
So think about that. I'll bring it back up later tonight. You guys tell me which rookie has to earn a starting job. If you haven't signed up for a membership, go ahead and do so. LBHTShow.com is free. That gets you into our Pick'em League. Sign up for Hendo's membership, patreon.com/ROUG. All right, for extra content, because he's always putting out the hot fire. Okay, and our paid membership, LBH patreon.com/LBHTShow. All right, and that's where you can find the overtime show. If you haven't been a part of the overtime show, you are missing a different experience. It's a lot of fun. All the things that we talk about, that we mentioned, Kawhi Leonard and things like that. These gambling issues and all that stuff. All that is covered on the overtime show. So
don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it. All right. We give you a lot for $5. I'll tell you that. Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you that story that we got with the boxer and the mob ties.
Oh, I don't think they heard that one.
They haven't heard that. Actually,
that was actually that originally that was on Ring King's podcast where we told that story. Right. I was going to redo that video because let me tell you something, man. Boxing's already a violent sport, but like across the world, boxing and soccer, there's a lot of different controversies, drama, and violence, just pure violence around it. But yes, we did tell a story about this is a boxing promoter. He's part of a criminal organization. Like it's not secret. Like like his family is a criminal organization, and he was promoting a boxing event, and there were some assassins in the crowd that tried to kill him. One person was dressed like a woman, and it's literally I'll find the picture. I'll find the picture. I had a picture like when they were running from the scene. They shot up the place. They killed his bodyguard. The dude had to jump out of a window to escape, and they're running on foot. The dude's in the dress. He's got his gun. The other dude's running beside him. Like it was real life. It was real life, So,
and this is what you get during overtime. These are the stories that you get.
Facts. Yeah, I'm not a soccer guy. Just not a culture where I'm from. The Mexicans be playing it though. World class. Everybody plays it. Not the Mexicans. The world be playing it. We're the only weirdos. Don't get it twisted. Right. We are the only weirdos in the world that don't follow soccer like that. Okay.
Number one sport in the world by miles. You love football.
Not even close.
You love American football. It ain't even close.
And let me tell you something. Don't nobody care that we don't care about soccer. Nobody cares about us. All right. We are in our own bubble. We think, oh yeah, this ain't nothing. No, we're the only losers. Okay. Oh, not where you're from. Everybody plays it. Okay. Yeah. And Brock, salute. I see you in here.
Appreciate
Kobe, appreciate you as always. Appreciate everybody, man. Look, they coming back, Hendo. There's a lot of people. I see a lot of people in this chat. Yeah. All right. That's a show. Come back tonight for the LBHT show, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. All right. We got a lot to discuss there. The Panthers training camp starts next week. Starts next week. And then a week after that, the Ravens. So, yeah.
They don't have a new coach, so why did they go first?
A few teams are going next week.
Right.
We're just starting late. Thank you, Ty. USA women's soccer going to get hyped like the men. Well, they actually show up. They've won a couple of titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I mean, if you want to see some winners, watch the women.
Facts.
That's just a fact. All right, we getting out of here. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.